What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox coming to you from QuiltCon in the hotel room. Um, I just finished doing the live. I just got back and I thought, well, said I would do another recap. So here I am doing another recap just in case people have questions or want to hang out with me. Let's see, in an hour or so, we're supposed to be going to some bar. The LAQ, the Los Angeles Modern Quilt Guild, is having a meetup. And so I will be there. But before I got into all of that, I thought I would tell you guys about what today looked like for me. So, again, the time difference, I'm from LA, so it's a 1 hour time difference, which isn't a big deal. Woke up early. The quilts show, the actual show where the vendors are and the quilts are, opens at 10, but they start doing their lectures and their classes at 9. So I was like, let me see what I wanted to take. And let me see. I'm going to try to tell you guys exactly how this went. So I was like, all right, I'll get there early. And I started off with Improv Life, Improv Quilts with Heidi Parks. 9 o'clock a.m. Heidi Parks. It was excellent. She was absolutely excellent. Now, you guys know that improv quilts are not my thing. No, they're not my thing. I'm not great at them. It's something that I would like to try, but they kind of freak me out. And so I think that now, since I have the lecture pass, which allows me to go to any lecture at any time, I think this is the time when you go do stuff like this. Like you try to figure out something new or learn something new or listen to someone talk that you might not have thought to do before. Heidi Parks, I had never heard of her. I didn't know. She's a whole vibe though. She's got a very, very, very specific style that is probably exactly polar opposite from what I would do. But she had dropped so many gems during that during her lecture. She was amazing. I mean, when I say amazing, she was a great speaker. She's got the style that I really like. She is open and free and moving around and vivacious, and I really enjoyed it. And I got a chance to talk with her afterwards, and she was just lovely. So that's what I did this morning, and that was from 9 o'clock to 9:45. Then this is the big one. This is the one that everybody apparently wanted to go to. I think I captured a picture. So hopefully you guys will get to see what it looked like. This was pretty much full. I was in the very, very, very back because I was too busy running my mouth with Heidi Parks to get back in time because I stepped out to grab a muffin. And you guys, it was just packed, packed, packed. Excuse me. It was the Beyond Color Creating Dramatic Quilts. And it was just amazing. Now, this speaker was Cassandra. Oh, that's funny. It was Cassandra Beaver. We saw one of her quilts that was actually entered. I don't remember which one it was, but I said that name sounded familiar. And that is because I actually saw her speak today. Now, her style is very, very different than what I'm used to. She is a very rigid, from the slides kind of presenter. However, she probably talked about some of the most important things you will ever hear somebody talk about when it comes to quilting. She was talking about making quilts look dramatic without the use of color. It was not about color. It was about creating drama with your lines, about creating drama with value. She nailed it. And it's funny because the people who were sitting next to me thought the same thing. They're like, wow, the content of that was it was just worth it. It was excellent, excellent, excellent. So then 11:30. So again, another lecture, letting go of control through fabric design. This was with Carrie Bloomston. I had never heard of Carrie Bloomston. Apparently she designs fabrics for Wyndham. She's an artist. She's a teacher and she's lovely. She has a very, let me see, how would I describe her? She told us, she was like, if I had my way, I would be sitting in a circle. We would all be holding hands. And that's exactly what I got from her. That's exactly the kind of boho kind of vibe, maybe even with our shoes off kind of vibe that I got from her. but she was very, very emotional. She cried a lot, but in a cool way. It wasn't off-putting or anything like that. She cried a lot throughout it because she gets so moved by what people say about what's going on, about art. I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her quite a bit. And what she did was she was talking about what it took for her to be able to create her line. So I think she's on her ninth line of fabric right now. And what I took away from that is that it's tangible. She is not in a computer system with her Adobe Illustrator and doing all these things. She is doing what she knows to do. She's grabbing paper, she's grabbing some paste, she's cutting up shapes, and somebody else, who does their job at Wyndham is making it come to fruition. And I was like, wow, because I'm thinking that if I ever decided that I did want to do a fabric line, that I would have to know how to use all these new computer programs and that kind of thing, even though granted Spoonflower allows people to create the best way that they know how, and upload them and that kind of thing. But to actually create for a specific brand, I thought, oh my goodness, this is so far out of my reach. I'll never be able to do that, blah, blah, blah. No, I can do it right now. I'm a paper crafter. I can just bust out some stuff and I've got some ideas. And I like that. She just made it tangible. So I really enjoyed that. So now we went from, that's 9 o'clock to 12:15. I ran downstairs to the quilt floor. I wanted to see something because I haven't seen anything at this point. So I walked through the vendor side very, very quickly, kind of looking at who's got what. And I'm glad that I did because there are two things that I wanted to purchase for sure. One was fabric from Cherry Wood. The other is a grid from 10 Sisters. There's really 10 of them. And I saw 10 Sisters. I didn't make a purchase. I felt okay with that. But Cherry Wood might not have fabric by the end of this show. It's very, very possible that their entire stock that they brought gets wiped out. They will not be packing up a bunch of stuff to take it home. There were more vendors than I had expected. So there's just a little bit of everything for everybody down there. I saw the Kai Scissors guy out of the corner of my eye. He was kind of far. I saw Bernina. I saw Juki. I saw Janome, like the brands. I saw Handy Quilter. They're there. But I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to play that because, again, some vendors are very particular about their space being photographed. They're not going for it. There are many reasons why. So I wasn't sure how I wanted to do that. But I think tomorrow I'm going to walk the other side of the quilts for funsies. And maybe we'll walk up and down the vendor aisles just to kind of see what people have. I saw Latifa today. I saw her at first, like earlier, just kind of zipping, ripping, and running. And she is the featured speaker for QuiltCon. And I saw, who else did I see? I saw people. I saw some people. I met some people. It was good. So all that happened till about 12:15, and then I took a class. This class was from 1:30 to 4:30, and it was timed like perfect because by 4:30, that was when I was starting to fade. I was like, okay, I'm ready to be done and be doing something else. And that was with Kitty Wilkin. The class was so good. It was quilt photography from every angle, and she can photograph a quilt if I've ever seen somebody do it. She's got lots and lots and lots of published works. If you guys want to see her work, go to the Night Quilter. She's the Night Quilter, and she's good. She is very, 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 very good at what she does, and she's great at explaining it. Now, something that I didn't think about, but other people might. I got a comment on one of my videos the other day, maybe last when I was at Road to California. And the comment said something to the effect of, I appreciate you walking through and doing commentary for these quilts. I'm hard of hearing. I enjoyed your closed captions. And I was like, that's something I didn't think about. So Kitty is hard of hearing. So they asked if you feel comfortable, if you could wear a clear, which they provided a mask that was clear so that she can see our lips move. And I thought, well, that's cool. And I believe there was somebody else in the class that was also hard of hearing. So if you are any of those things, do not feel like you can't participate. Don't feel like you won't be able to teach a class or something. It totally worked. There were no issues. It was smooth. She had her husband there just in case somebody needed some interpretation, but it was smooth. I mean, it was just great. It wasn't an issue whatsoever. And I was glad to see that they supported her and let her do her things because she absolutely is an excellent teacher and it was nothing. But I think that people might be, put off in the sense that they don't know that you can, that these things are available to you. So it was great. And we were all crawling around and taking pictures. I actually took the best picture of a quilt block that I've ever taken. It's really interesting, just some of the techniques and the things that she was talking about. I had the best time. And then I went live with you guys. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please check out my live walkthrough where I just kind of walked through the quilts and we were talking about what we saw and whatnot. And again, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that again tomorrow, either tomorrow or Sunday, and just do the other side. So if you aren't able to be here, that you can go on ahead and see what's going on here. And I am starting to fade. I'm actually tired. I think I'm going to try to catch a nap, which might turn into I'll see you guys tomorrow before we have dinner. Because again, the time difference and all the things. But that was my day for today. And tomorrow I'm probably going to have a lighter day. I really just want to jaw jack and run my mouth with everybody tomorrow. I do have a class that I'm really looking forward to that starts at 6. And I think it goes all the way till, does it start at 6 or 5 and it goes to 9? I don't know. It's a long class, but I'm looking forward to it. I think there's some lectures that I have that I wanted to do tomorrow too. Oh, there are a lot of lectures here that I have on this schedule. Oh, 12:15. So tomorrow my day is going to start at noon, which is great. So that means I can sleep in a bit. I'm looking forward to Finding My Creative Identity, Standing Tall as a Quilter. That's by Latifa. Can't wait to see that. Do Something Creative Every Day. I think that's in the demo area. I don't know who that's with, but that should be interesting. How to Draw Quilting Plans. That's going to be in the demo area too. Unique Sewing Furniture. Can't wait to see what that's about. Because could you imagine if I was allowed to make some furniture? Yes, it would have Tula on it. Yes, it would be Cave. Yes, it would probably be some Anna Maria Horner, but it would be awesome. And then Simplified 3D Quilts. That should be interesting. And then what is that? I don't know if when they say 3D quilts, because remember we went to the Sanford Biggers. I'm just going to assume that you went with me because it's all on here. The Sanford Biggers exhibit, and he had 3-dimensional quilts, which I was beyond drawn to. Like I totally can see myself doing one. I don't know if they mean 3D in that way or if they mean 3D in an illusion quilt, like that rose that we just saw. Looking forward to that. Creating, what is it, 3D? Oh boy, it just jumped. 3D quilts, and then there's the 100 Days to Creative Bliss. I hope that I'm going to be able to catch that. That's with Sarah Ruiz. Love her. And then that, it does start at 6. It goes from 6 to 9. So tomorrow's going to be another long day. Something else that I did that I took advantage of is the bags. I was walking around with that bag all day, and it had some items for the class that I was taking, but the class didn't start until 1:30. So I'm just walking around with my little bag, and I could have checked it in. It's a $2 fee. You check it in for $2. They give you the little ticket, and you can shop and hang out and do things without having your bag with you. So I'm probably going to need to do that because tomorrow I'm going to need to pack all this up and take it with me for my class. Or maybe I don't know. We'll see how that works. Other than that, everybody was super nice. There were a lot of people there tonight. There was a lot happening, and I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed being around people again. And we're going to see what it's like tonight. I don't know if I'm going to do a full vlog of all of this or if I'm just going to continue to do these daily recaps. I don't know. We shall see. We'll find out together. You guys let me know what you guys want. You guys just want some daily recaps, or do you guys want a full vlog in addition to the daily recaps? All right, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and bye-bye.